welcome to ATU Live. I'm Emily.
And I'm Keegan.
And I'm Mary. Thank you all so much for tuning in to episode 8 of season 6 of ATU Live. Today we have some financial experts coming to join us to discuss all things financial aid, scholarships, and just friendly financial aid advice. But first, Emily is going to tell us what's going on campus this week.
Well, y'all, we have some fun things going on campus this week. This Wednesday, April 5th, there's a career fair for all majors from 2 to 4 p.m. in Tucker Coliseum. This Thursday, April 6th, from 7 to 8:30 p.m., International Student Services is having their Light the Night event at the Heinzman Tower. This Thursday, April 6th, there is also an ATU trombone choir concert from 7:30 to 8:30 in Witherspoon Auditorium. Lastly, don't forget to listen very carefully to this episode to hear our keyword. Once you know the keyword, head over to our Instagram at ATUResLife and comment the keyword on our mini-sode for this episode to be entered into a drawing to win a gift. All right, thank y'all.
Thank you so much, Emily. So now we have some very special guests joining us to talk about finances and scholarships. So why don't y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Okay. I am Elisa Winiski, and I am the Associate Director for Academic Scholarships, and I work out of the admissions office and primarily with our incoming freshmen and transfer students.
And I'm Nikki Schwartz. I'm the Director of the Financial Aid Office here, and we work with all types of federal financial aid, institutional financial aid, and we handle the scholarships after the freshman year, after they've been awarded.
Okay, awesome. So you guys kind of already mentioned the demographic that you both work with, but how exactly does your respective department help students with their finances?
Well, again, we work with our incoming freshman students and our transfer students. So, and we offer scholarships, and all of the scholarships that we offer are merit-based. So they are based on their GPA and number of hours sometimes as far as the transfer students. And obviously that money does help go toward paying for their tuition and fees and everything when they get here.
So for our office, we offer obviously help with the FAFSA, with filling out the FAFSA. We have several services, not so much services, but we have several opportunities for students where they can get information about smart budgeting, about the different types of student loans we offer, which are the federal student loans that you get from the FAFSA. We have information about the private student loans, different scholarships that are off-campus scholarships, not the institutional-based merit scholarships. We help students fill out the FAFSA. We can help them with their scholarship renewal requirements. We will help them, any way we can with financing their education.
Yeah. If there was ever an episode to take some notes, guys, definitely this one, because it's about money. So we've talked about a lot of, I think, like financial terms and stuff that maybe some people don't understand. So we'll go ahead and try to break down some of those. So what is the difference between a student loan, financial aid, and a scholarship? The big three.
Okay, so a student loan is something you have to pay back. You borrow that money, and the student is the borrower, so you have to pay that money back at some point. Financial aid can encompass all of that. To me, financial aid is everything. It's federal financial aid, it's a scholarship, it's a loan, it's everything. Scholarship is either merit-based or based on number of hours or performance-based. So, and generally for financial aid, a lot of people consider those grants that you generally don't have to pay back. Our favorite word in financial, or favorite set of words in financial aid is it depends. So a lot of things you don't have to pay back as far as grants and scholarship, but it depends. Sometimes you can. So those are the basic differences of those.
Thank you.
Awesome, yeah. So how do you apply for a scholarship?
Okay, well, for our incoming students, for our freshmen, all they have to do is simply apply for admission and be admitted. And once they have that early admit status, then we identify the students who are eligible based on their GPAs, and we extend the offer, and they accept, and life is wonderful. Our transfer students have to complete a scholarship application, and it's available on our website. They also have to be admitted before they can receive consideration. And then I don't handle the scholarships available through our foundation office, but there are scholarships available through our foundation office, not only for prospective students, but for the current students. And there is an application on the website, or it can be accessed through your OneTech account. And so you just simply complete that application for consideration for those scholarships.
There are also Arkansas Department of Higher Education scholarships. Most of those scholarships are for the incoming freshmen, but there are some for non-traditional students out there as well. And you fill those out at the same place. There's a SAMS portal, and that website is too long for me to remember right now, but it's linked on our financial aid website. So.
Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of different options there. So, speaking of options, is there a number of scholarships or student loans that you can have? Like, is there a limit, or how does that look?
Yes, the federal government says that we have to set a cost of attendance, and that is the cost for living and going to school for a period of 1 year or one semester, however long you attend school. So you look at that as the ceiling. That's the most you can receive in scholarship. That includes tuition, fees, room, meals, or living expenses if you don't live on campus, books, supplies, equipment, things like that. But that is the cap. It's more than what you owe the school, but there is a cap.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Today's keyword, guys, is FAFSA. So, speaking of FAFSA, what even is that? What does that mean?
The FAFSA, however you want to say it. There are so many ways to say it. It is the free application for federal student aid. That is the application you fill out when you want to when you want to apply for student loans, work study, Pell Grant, SEOG grant. The first word in that is free, and we've really tried to get the word out. And I know the federal government has tried to crack down on sites that they try to impostor the federal government. They look exactly like it, and then they charge at the end. So the first word is free. Never pay to fill out that FAFSA. But it is the application for all federal financial aid.
It's also important for prospective students coming in. That has to be completed for consideration for some of the scholarships that Nikki mentioned that are coming from the Department of Higher Ed, like the Challenge Scholarship. And then also for our scholarships, students have to have a FAFSA on file. That's one of the requirements for our scholarships to pay, is they do have to have that FAFSA on file. One thing I like to always say about when you get your results back from the FAFSA, if you're eligible for a Pell Grant, that's great. If you're eligible for a loan, that's great, unless you don't need a loan. And so just because they offer you that money doesn't mean that you have to take it. If you don't need a $2,000 loan, then you can decline. You can always go back and get it if you need it within that time frame, but that's just some friendly advice.
Right,
So.
and as Elisa said, the freshman scholarship recipients have to fill out that FAFSA, but all institutional scholarship recipients must fill out the FAFSA before their before their scholarships will credit to their account. So, but again, she's right. You don't have to accept anything other than a grant, and we're going to pretty much insist that you take that free money. So, but you don't have to accept it.
Lots of information to soak in there. Very important to understand the methods of it. But yeah. So next question for y'all. What all can scholarships or financial aid pay for? I know you kind of mentioned it with the limit, but what all does it exactly cover? Like, what's the extent there?
Well, exactly what I was saying, that cost of attendance, tuition, fees, room, board, then you've got your books, supplies, living expenses. You have to live, you have to eat, you have to get back and forth to school. You have to have those things, which I call the little Walmart items, like socks, deodorant, things like that. So all of that is considered a cost of attendance because you have to have those things to thrive as a person. So all of that can be you can use your federal financial aid refund or your federal financial aid, your financial aid, scholarship, anything, your refund to go toward any of those living expenses.
Yeah. So what about if you have leftover money? So let's say that you get enough money back and there's still financial aid left and it's just sitting in your account. What do you do with that?
You can get that in the form of a refund, and you have two options for that. You can get it direct deposited, or you can get a paper check, and Student Accounts recommends that you get the direct deposit. It comes to you a lot faster. That's where you can get that money, and you can use that toward those things that you don't owe the school. Those things like books, supplies, where you can price shop and buy your own. All of those Walmart things, travel, things like that. But yes.
Is there an option to, instead of getting it as a refund, apply it maybe to the next academic year or semester?
You can't cross over a fiscal year, so you can do that for the fall semester to the spring semester, but after that, they have to clear the books, so anything can't cross a July. It can't cross from June to July, because that covers a fiscal year, but yes, that's an option as well.
Gotcha. Okay, so if it's between like a summer break, make sure that you're signing up for that direct deposit or that check so that you can get that money and apply it to whatever else you need.
And if you sign up for direct deposit once, you're good. You're signed up for that. It's different than the payment plan. Payment plan, if you still owe and you want to do the payment plan, you have to sign up for that every semester.
Okay, awesome.
Good questions. Yeah, so I think that about covers all of the questions that we had for y'all, but if there's anything else that you'd like to share, any more advice, anything, we'll definitely soak it all up. So is there anything you'd like to add or any shout outs or anything like that?
I would just say apply for those scholarships. Most of the time, usually there is no fee to apply for them. It's going to take you a few minutes maybe to complete the application, but there's especially through our foundation office, there are hundreds of scholarships available. And again, many of those are for current tech students. So just apply, pay attention to deadlines. And probably the best piece of advice, if you have questions, ask somebody. As Nikki said, her staff is willing to answer questions. The admissions office, our one-stop shop, can direct you to where you need to go. But if you have questions, please ask.
Yeah, because it helps everybody. If you ask, maybe that's going to help me to understand, wait, maybe we're not getting that information out as well as we could. Maybe I can update our FAQ website. Maybe we need to put our website in a more prominent place on our missing information email, something. So asking questions just helps everybody. And we are there to help. That's what we want to do. We want to help everybody succeed and get as much money as they can. And we really don't want people to be afraid of us. But like Elisa said, apply for everything. Seek out sources such as Arkansas Rehab, for things like if you have dyslexia or some sight issues, or my daughter had juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, things like that, they will offer funding as well. So seek out those alternative resources as well.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciated you lending us your time and just teaching us all things financial aid. Now, I think we're going to pass it on over to Emily. We have a surprise guest. See you later.
What's up, everybody? I am here with...
I am Mary Myers. I am Hannah Baxter's Nana.
Woohoo! And we are going to talk about some grandma advice, some Nana advice. So we're talking about scholarships today and financial aid. Nana, do you have any financial advice?
Well, of course, when you're in college, you don't have money.
Right.
You have a job. And so I think that's good. I think that's good for a college student to work while she's going to college, because it does teach them to budget get on a budget. Stick with that budget. Don't overspend, because it's so easy to overspend.
Yes, stay on a budget. I just follow like this really super simple budget that I learned in economics, and it's really transformed even how I view money, you know, just from actually sticking to something and feeling organized about it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, what is like the best piece of advice? It doesn't have to be financial. It could be about anything. What do you feel like is the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
To believe in myself, to truly believe in yourself, and to treat yourself respectfully. The way you treat yourself is the way others is going to treat you.
Yeah.
So and perseverance.
Yeah.
Never
For
quit. Once you quit, you fail. So don't ever quit. Just keep persevering and stay true to yourself.
Yep. That's awesome. Spitting facts over here. Awesome. Well, is there anything else that you would like to say or anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I just want to thank y'all so much for letting me come. And
Well, thank you for
be
joining
part
us.
of this is so great.
Yes.
And I just think you're all awesome.
Thank you so much.
I know Hannah's awesome. so-
Yes, of course. Well, thank you once again so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
We are going to meet back up with Keegan and Mary and finish it up.
Hello everyone! Today, Keegan and I are going around and playing The Price is Right! Now, here is a secret you guys can't tell anyone else, but Keegan actually didn't help me make this game.
It's my first time seeing it.
It was actually me and Emily that made it. So, Keegan's going to play it for the first time right now, and we'll see how he does, and then he is going to have other people play it later. And in this bag, I have a bunch of Rest Life goodies for the winners. Alright,
Let's
Keegan.
get to it. All right, so I have to choose which one. I'm gonna play
Pick
both of
which
them.
game, double price or price match?
Which one seems more difficult to you? Price match?
Probably price match.
I'm a price matcher.
Okay, you're price matching.
So,
How much do you think the Snickers is? You can't look at these. I just realized that will help you. So you're not allowed to look at these numbers.
488.
You are correct. How much do you think the Smarties are?
How much is it? 15 ounces?
15 ounces worth of Smarties.
Only 25 calories a Smartie. That's actually not bad. Okay.
Oh my god, to drop this poster board.
15 ounces? 268.
You're correct.
Oh!
Okay, Kit Kats.
If I get this. I feel like Kit Kats are bougie or try to be bougie. 566.
Incorrect.
No!
They are 474.
I got so close to winning the prizes.
You did. You know what? You can have a prize anyway.
Thank you.
Here's a Red Life goodie bag. Alright, we're gonna go see some more people.
So we're joined here with Alex Nichols. Awesome, and he is our first contestant for either price or double prices. Do you want to explain the games too?
Yes, so
Before you see it, because
before
we
you
gotta
see
get
it, you can choose between double prices
or price match.
or price match.
So double
So
prices.
basically, we have pictures of all of these things. I can't see. we have pictures of these individual like goodies from Walmart,
Okay.
and with double prices, there are 2 price options for each picture, and you'll choose which one of those 2 goes with that photo. Or you can do price match where you have a bunch of options
And you just match
and
the
you
price.
just match the price.
So which
So
one
it's
do you wanna
basically
play?
the same, just different difficulty level.
I'll do price match. I'll do a little
Price
bit more.
match?
Wow, okay.
Okay, we're gonna cover these up. Mary, you wanna cover them up?
Can you cover this side?
Yes. All right. Wait, you're blocking the thing. There, yeah,
There we
there
go.
we go.
Okay.
All right. So match the bottom prices
Alright.
with the product. Starting with Snickers.
Okay.
How much is it?
Our side's a little janky.
How
Pay
many are
attention.
in these?
Pay attention to the ounces.
10.5
Okay.
fluid ounces, 15 ounces, and this is 10.78 ounces, and it's
I
not
never-
fluid because it's not liquid.
I
So.
never buy the big packs. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with 522 for
Okay.
Snickers.
Okay.
That's a lot though. $4.77 with Smarties.
Okay.
And $3.87 Kit Kat.
All right.
Okay.
Mary, do you want to do the honors of revealing the answers?
Sadly enough, you were wrong on all of them.
I got this one though.
No.
522.
No.
Nope, this one's actually
488.
488.
Oh, that was.
But you were really
yeah,
close. So
Smarties
you can
for
have a
Smarties
Res
is-
Life goodie bag.
Thank you.
for 15
So
ounces.
welcome.
Smarties is only $2.68.
Isn't that
Yeah,
wild?
it's a cheap one.
It's 5 more ounces. Only 25 calories. I'm a Smarties
And this is
ambassador
Easter
now.
themed instead of just normal, so that's
So there you go for Smarties,
All
and then the
right.
Kit Kats for $4.76.
476.
Valiant effort. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us,
Thank you
Alex.
so much.
Play on the actual game.
It was a
Thank
good
you.
practice.
Hello, we are here with our second group, and this one is going to be head to head to head. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
So I'll go first. My name is Luke.
I'm Aaron.
Awesome. Thank you guys for joining us. So do you want to go ahead and explain the games to them?
Yeah.
Show them?
So you guys collectively will pick price match or double price. Basically, it's the same. You just have price options, and you match the price to the photo. But double price is a little bit easier than price match. So it's up to you.
Price match?
All right.
We'll get these covered up as we turn them. All right, so price match. You've got the bottom prices here and these 3 items. So y'all can either go one item at a time or however you want to do it.
Let's do one item at a time. Everybody give me your best guess for Snickers. If you need to move around, you
Yeah, y'all can get closer to the board, look at it. We have some very fun prizes. It's very as we cover up the other options.
Yeah, because these would help you. So.
Do you want to say it first? Then you go to say it.
Y'all can say it one at a
Say
time.
them one at a time, but just for Snickers right
So
now.
Snickers, what is your guess?
I think it's 387.
387? 268? 474.
Okay,
All right.
the correct answer is 488.
You were closest, so you'll get the Snickers dub. Yep. Smarties. What's your guess? 268?
Okay.
474?
387.
387. It is
Luke is the winner.
268.
Okay.
So we got a tie
One
for the
more.
lead, and then we got Kit Kat left. What do you think Kit Kat is?
566.
566. 522. 488.
All right.
It was 474.
474.
So you are the winner, but everyone gets. She was the closest. Yeah.
Well, you guys were close, but you weren't spot on, so you still get prize.
Participation. She won the whole thing, so she gets the thing.
Well, yeah, but
Oh, they didn't get the prize. That's
Aw.
true. That's
So
true.
Luke, you have the choice between
3 items for guessing the prize. That's
this is a
blanket
blanket,
that
this
you
is a
can
Res
travel.
Life Frisbee, and this is a goodie bag.
All right.
And since you won multiple, you can either grab another one of these for a friend, or you can have this Frisbee. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you guys
for having
so much.
us. All right, guys, for our final contestant, we are joined with
Michael.
Michael. All right, thank you for joining us. Mary, do you want to explain the games?
Yeah, so we're playing the Price is Right. There are 2 options. You can either do double prices or price match. And basically, it's the same concept, but double price is a little bit easier. So with double prices, there's only 2 price options for each product from Walmart, and with price match, you have all of the options in front of you. So it's just up to you. You want to do easy level or hard level?
Do easy.
Easy
Okay,
level.
all right.
Sweet. So you're playing double prices. So between the 2 options, what is the price of the product?
So
we'll
for
start
Snickers,
with Snickers.
is it 488 or 522?
Oh.
It's a 10.59 ounce bag.
$5.22.
Okay.
Okay.
That is
Sadly, that is
incorrect.
incorrect.
It is 488. But
Alright.
what about for these?
Easter Smarties, a 15 ounce bag.
$3.87.
Unfortunately, that is also incorrect.
one.
It's okay. This is redemption time right here.
68.
All
Last
right,
one.
Kit Kats, 474
You
or
got this one.
566.
You got
Both of these are over. They're not under, and this one has to be over. So I'm going over on that one.
You have struck out.
I am so sorry.
But we will still give you a participation
But you still get
badge.
this ATU Res Life goodie bag. Thank you so
a
much.
souvenir.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's from-
Once again to all of our guests, and thank you guys for tuning in and being a part of today's episode. Next week, we're going to discuss internships, which Keegan is currently doing. Ooh, that's exciting. So make sure you guys join us for that, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace
Bye.
out. Ian?
And I'm Mary.
What just happened to my voice? Oh, Ian. Right. Thank you.
Mammy?
We had so much fun today.
Sorry. Okay.
You,
21 years
Jesus, for the blood applied.
I'm Keegan. Thank you all for tuning in.
What's up, you later?